Greetings everyone and welcome to Ark Survival Evolved. I'm your host Cajun and I'm providing this video as an intro to the game of Ark. I don't know how much you have looked into this game and have been curious about what it's like. The game, as the name implies, is a game about survival. Especially in the beginning stages of the game, it's all about trying to survive the elements, as well, of course, the dinosaurs that exist on these maps that are part of the Ark Survival Evolved game. Again, the game is filled with many dinosaurs, different types of dinosaurs and other creatures that we'll look at here in just a moment. But you begin by creating a player. And this is my character here. And you begin with nothing. Basically, you start out in your underwear, usually on a beach somewhere on the map, and you have to then develop your character and create clothes and various tools that you can use. The game of Ark has several different maps that you can play. It begins usually with the island map, and then you have the center map that's available. This particular map I'm on is called Ragnarok, and it has a lot of different features. In fact, all the maps have different aspects to them. They have certainly added different areas that you can explore, different types of terrain and that type of thing. And I'll show you a little bit of that here in just a moment. Then they developed what's called the Scorched Earth map, which is like a desert terrain, and it has some unique creatures as well that are a part of that particular map. Then just recently they have come out with what's called the Aberration map, which is underworld, underground, supposedly, and it has, I just started playing it. I played it a little bit, and it certainly has some unique creatures as well as a unique look to it. And so anyway, that is something to look forward to playing. I look forward to playing more of in the future. But you can play Ark to get started with in a couple of different modes. You can play what's called PvE, which is player versus environment. And so then you're just competing with the dinosaurs and the environment, the weather in the game. But you can also then play PvP, which is player versus player. And of course, the main difference between those two different modes of play is on player versus player, you are playing and competing against other players. And you can attack them, but they can attack you. You can use your dinosaurs to destroy their bases, and they can use their dinosaurs to destroy your bases. And so just depends on what element you'd rather play on. I would recommend in the early stages that you just play player versus environment and learn how to survive on the basic map of Ark. But again, you start out on a beach somewhere and begin developing your character. And trying to just survive the dinosaurs that exist, and of course the weather conditions. You can freeze to death, or in like the Scorched Earth map, you can overheat as well and die from either one of those elements. So let me just go into my character here. And this is what it looks like first person. You can do first person or third person, and again, move around, jump, do various things like that. Let me jump on my dinosaur here. This is a pteranodon I had tamed earlier on in the game. And so as you can see there, you press the letter E and hop on the back of this dinosaur. So let's take a fly around and look at the map here. Again, this is the Ragnarok map. As you can see, there's a castle over there that's part of the game itself, and it has a lot of bridges and the residues of ancient civilizations that apparently existed on this map. But let's go down here and take a look at some of the dinosaurs. A lot of brontosauruses that you see here on this map. Again, other pteranodons here. All of these animals are tameable. And so at some point you can learn how to tame them. Down here you can see a stegosaurus. There's a T-Rex there that's attacking that brontosaurus. And so again, all of these things are going on the map. Again, at some point you can learn how to tame the various dinosaurs that exist. Not only do you have land creatures, but you got creatures down here in the water as well. And again, you can tame even aquatic animals like sharks. And so you can learn how to tame those creatures. You can even build bases down here in the water, underwater. And so I haven't even tried to do that yet, but you can build underwater bases. I will show you my base up here, at least one of my structures that I have built. It is a castle that exists up here on this particular plateau. You can see it develop here, and kind of do a quick fly over here. You can see some other flying creatures that I have tamed. We'll go down here on the ground, and you can see also some of the land animals that I have tamed. So let me go ahead and land here in the midst of them. Jump off here, just give you a brief look at some of the different animals. All of these animals, again, are tameable, rideable. You can hop on one of these raptors and you can ride him, jump around. You can use them to attack other animals, and so some of these predators are good for that. Here's a Carno, kind of a smaller version of a T-Rex. Back there in the background you can see one of my T-Rex that I have, and here's a saber-tooth here. But some of these animals are good for attacking things, but animals like this Triceratops, which is a herbivore, is good for harvesting berries and that type of thing. So I ride him out there and use him to harvest berries that you need not only to eat, but also to make narcotics, which we'll use to tranquilize animals. Here's one of my bigger birds that I just tamed here recently. Some of these bigger birds like him and these RGs like this one here, you can use to actually transport your dinosaurs from one place to another. The RG can carry your smaller ones around, but this guy can carry even some of your bigger dinosaurs. But again, all of these are things that you can do with art. Then of course you can build structures like this castle here. Now this requires a particular mod or module to be able to build this particular structure, but these are things that you can add to private games that you have. I actually have a server that I have rented that allows me then to play this game privately or with people that I invite to this game, and then I can add any mods that I want to. I have 5 or 6 different modules that are a part of this game, and the castle one is one of those particular type of modules. You can go out here on the back and see down here in the valley, and over there you can see the snow in different biomes and the mountains there. Again, there's different types of terrain on the Ark game itself, and here's various things that you build that you can store things on. Here you can see some of the different things that I have on there. Inside my character here, as I look, here's what my character looks like. Again, this is a certain type of armor that you can use, and there are of course different types of armor that you are capable of building. But anyway, this is a game that you might be interested in, and I wanted to provide you with this look at the game itself, and maybe it will help you to decide if this is something that you might be interested in or not. But I hope this video is helpful for you in making that determination, and who knows, maybe somewhere in one of the maps of Ark I will run into you at some future point. So hope to see you then somewhere on Ark.